10 foods you should never feed your dog. Well, I know I would love to do absolutely anything cozy and fun with my dog, Seedy the Little Prince. Whether it's going for a quick walk to keep your sanity during the pandemic, or just staying tucked in your bed with your fur babies, or anything casual such as catching up on your favorite Netflix series with your pup, the possibilities are endless. But when it comes to food, you need to hold it down there and do some research, because not all food we love and eat as humans is good for your little furry friend. So in this video, we'll give you a quick guide about the top 10 toxic foods for dogs that you should never feed your pet, as they can really mess up with your dog's health. But before we begin, make sure you've subscribed and clicked on the bell notification button. Send a screenshot to our Instagram at the Asian Gigster IG. And get a chance to win premium giveaways. Now let's proceed with our topic. Sir John's top 10 foods you should never feed your dog. Number 10. Avocados. It's a sunny day and you're munching on your favorite homemade guacamole. What should you do if your dog ever comes running to you to lick that plate off? Well, science says don't let your dog do it. Why? Because avocados have a natural fungicide called Persin, which is known to cause allergy in dogs. The poisonous substance is present in pits of the fruit, its leaf, and the actual fruit itself, which can upset your dog's stomach. Number 9. Alcohol. You sure love to treat yourself with some red wine on special occasions, or even those sad, lonely nights. But please don't let your dog get even just a sip of your red wine or any alcoholic drink in your carelessness. The reason? Alcohol content can lead to severe intoxication, serious metabolism issues, and even death in dogs. Its toxic content for dogs can cause symptoms such as hypothermia, coma, critical central nervous system issues, vomiting, and diarrhea, even if it's absorbed by a dog's skin. Number 8. Coffee. You might think that a shot of caffeine would give a boost to your dogs the same way it boosts yourself each morning. Well, that's not true for dogs. The caffeine can lead your dog to have muscle tremors and even heart palpitations. It can also raise blood pressure and result in cardiac arrhythmias. Moreover, caffeine can disturb your dog's GI tract and cause vomiting. Number 7. Almonds. What would some nibbles of nuts do to your dog? And what's wrong in just munching on a few of them? So here's the thing, it's more to do with the texture that they have. If almonds aren't chewed properly, they can get stuck in their windpipe and cause breathing difficulties, which can lead to respiratory failure. Number 6. Cheese. This one's interesting. Some say you shouldn't give your dogs any cheese, while some say you can give them in little portions or quantities. Well, the thing is, cheese is naturally high in fats, and giving a little bit excess of anything can cause weight gain and obesity in dogs, which causes even more health issues and other risks. Moreover, cheese can be a big threat for dogs with lactose intolerance. Just stick to cottage cheese and those with very low fat content, if you really want to feed your dog cheese once in a while perhaps. Cottage cheese is high in protein and calcium and it's fairly bland, so it can be a good way to add some extra protein to your dog's diet. But cottage cheese is a dairy product and some dogs don't do well with dairy, so make sure you start with just a small amount. Number 5. Chocolate. Chocolate is a big no-no for dogs. The theobromine present in chocolates is disastrous for a dog's digestive process, which can lead to cardiac arrest and respiratory failure, among others. Dogs cannot metabolize theobromine like us humans, and they can experience upset stomach with vomiting and diarrhea. Number 4. Grapes and raisins. Grapes look like a fun treat, and you would definitely be thinking of feeding them to your dogs. Seems harmless, right? What you don't know is that they can mess up your dog's kidneys, causing serious conditions such as acute kidney failure. The same goes for raisins. So the golden rule here applies. Everything you see as harmless is not supposed to be free from danger for your dog. Do I make myself clear? Number 3. Onions. Wait, why would you even feed your dog onions? But just in case you like to be really creative and unique, just don't. And we repeat, don't ever think of feeding your dog an onion. If your dog eats an onion, he can be at a major risk of developing hemolytic anemia. That means that the red blood cells of your dog will begin to burst. The same goes for garlic. But again, why would you even think about feeding your dog with stuff like this? And if you do, we hope you read about the consequences first. Number 2. Cooked bones. Okay, this is really important. We all know that dogs simply love chewing on those toys shaped like bones. But should you feed them cooked bones? Not really. Why? Because they can splinter in your dog's mouth, causing difficulty in breathing and damage to their mouth and internal organs. The cooked bones can also tear down the breathing pipe, which can be fatal, so definitely not a good idea. Not ever. Number 1. Xylitol. Veterinary experts stress this a lot. Avoid foods containing artificial sweeteners in your pet grocery shopping lists. Xylitol is one example found in ordinary baking items and some diet foods. Surely they aren't toxic for you, but they can cause liver failure and lowered blood glucose levels in animals. Other sweeteners can cause seizures in your dogs. Just be aware of the food labels and be extra careful about what you feed your fur babies. Dogs are especially more sensitive to glucose. Therefore, foods that are overall high in sugar content should be avoided in general. And as you don't want to risk your dog with symptoms like nausea, vomiting, and overall disturbed digestive system. As an added bonus, make sure you and your dog stay away from salty foods. Too much salt is bad for you, and your dogs are really sensitive to it. Too much sodium causes water retention. If your dog experienced too much thirst and is also seen drinking water and taking less food, that could be a symptom of water retention. You should consider taking your pet immediately to a veterinarian if symptoms like these occur. In summary, dogs require a balanced diet. So a big tip is to avoid any food that is either too sweet or too salty. Both extremes can be really dangerous for your dog. Humans and dogs differ in a lot of ways, like their metabolism, digestive process, sensitivities, allergies, and of course, loyalty, pun intended. Everything that is safe for you does not mean it's equally safe for your pet dog as well. So while you're there thinking of having a pizza party with your Labrador, just drop your plan and feed him with stuff that is safe for him, because you know what they say, prevention is better than the cure. And that wraps up another episode of Sir John's Top 10. But what else do you want to see? Be sure to leave a like and comment with your thoughts. Then smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to see if your idea gets featured. Until then, have a fabulous day with your dog. So great it will be in your top 10.